A recession doesn't equal a housing crisis. If you're following the news, you might be wondering what could happen to the housing market if there's a recession. Here's what the data tells us about recessions and home prices. Home prices only fell twice in the last 6 recessions. However, during the other 4, home prices actually appreciated. Now, if we look at recessions, we can see that most of them only last 2 quarters, a couple of them 3 quarters, and the one from 2008 to 2009, that lasted 4 quarters. Now, if we look at supply and demand, we wonder, what is it going to do to pricing? If you're looking to buy a home, you may wonder why home prices are still rising. In a balanced market, there are enough homes for sale to meet buyer demand. But that isn't the case today. When there are more buyers than homes available, prices will naturally rise. If you're looking to buy a home, don't give up. We'll tip the scales in your favor in today's market. But first, let's look at what the experts have to say about the summer housing market. It looks like existing inventory is starting to inch up, which is good news. We're seeing another significant week-over-week gain in inventory. Great news for buyers. Supply is expected to improve, which will give buyers more options and help tamp down record-high asking prices for existing homes. But let's take a look at inventory. And you see over there on the far right, we only have 3 months of inventory right now, just a little bit more than the record low set in 2021. And if you think foreclosures are coming, well, think again. It's a different market than it was back in 2010. Although there will be foreclosures, I don't think it's going to drive down prices like a lot of people think it will. Foreclosure activity across the United States continues, but it's slow, and it's coming back. But it'll be a while before we get to the normal levels again, probably sometime in early 2023. Taking a look at this year's weekly mortgage rates, we see that we're at 5.3 right now. And that seems high when you look at the whole year. But 5.3 is coming down from the highest at 5.81. And if we look at the last 30 years, we see that 5.3 has only been around for the last 12 years or so. Most of the time, it's well above 5.3%. So if you look at this from the Federal Reserve economic data, you can see that we've been in a good market for mortgages for the past dozen years or so. And it's going up a little bit, but it's certainly a lot lower than it's been for the greater part of 50 years. So history proves recession doesn't equal a housing crisis.